Hey everyone, it's Tanya. I have a little bit of time, so I thought we would do a craft with me today, and you might see this stuff change because I'm going to probably try to compile it. We'll see. Okay, so what I'm working on now is a journal. I just did my custom order, but I call these the journal in between my custom orders, kind of like detox journals, so it can help me refocus, clear my mind, de-stress, and then I'll be able to work on another custom order. This one, I decided to go with the layered Artist in Bloom journal. This journal, I took a class from Amity Bloom, and I can't show you the construction of how you put it together, but because I think that's part of what you sign when you sign up for the class. But I can show you what I did and what I'm going to do next. So this a lot of these are vintage laces and trims, so I'm really excited about that. So this is what we have so far. Okay. So it is just clipped on like this, and then this is just a tassel with some vintage laces, and then this is a vintage milk top, and then it opens up like this right here. And you have you have vintage newspaper, vintage lace. This right here is vintage newspaper, some lace, vintage button, right? And then right here we just have a tag, two tags like this, right? Stamped on some fabric with some vintage laces, put some bead trim right there, vintage paper tag. And then this right here is this is a digital from my Paris in Pink kit. They are envelopes, and what I did was I just made them into a little booklet, right? And then I added this really pretty macrame cord. I love the color, and I love how thick it is. I think I got this from Dollar Tree, and I thought it would be pretty. And then I added this little pretty charm with a safety pin right there. Okay, so that goes in here like this, right? Let me put this right here like that so you can see both of those, and it flips over. Then you have a pocket with some vintage sheet music and a vintage card, right? And then this one right here, we have a vintage pocket right here. This is my digital vintage findings, right? Because this is what this journal is going to be called when I'm done. It's going to be called Vintage Findings, because I don't have stuff from just one time period, you know what I mean? So I like to put everything all together. That way it can be more of like a diary of somebody's life, like they traveled here, they traveled there, they collected this, they collected that. So that's kind of my take on vintage journals when I'm putting them together. Okay, so this is hinged together with laces, right? And then it's just a pocket. And on this side, we have a vintage time card, vintage postcard, and this is a vintage magazine clipping. This is just a little cute tag from a vintage newspaper clipping. This is a vintage match book, right? So that goes in here, goes in here. This is an envelope right here, vintage milk top, vintage, I collaged some vintage paper on here. You know what, I'm going to rip it off so to make it look a little bit more, yeah, I like that look. Okay, and then this is a vintage envelope, and I lined the vintage, not envelope, this is a vintage piece of music paper that I lined with coffee stained paper to make into a vintage envelope. That's what I was trying to say. Okay, and then I made this cute little book. It is made with two vintage envelopes and some vintage ledger, and then you got a little pocket, but you could probably not put anything in there. That's okay, and it's just a writing book, right? And then I just clip some stuff in there, right? And I sewed this together with my sewing machine, and then on the back we just have a little pocket, right, that I made out of a flashcard. I just flipped it over, and that's that. So that goes in there like this, right? And then, let's put that back like that. Wait a minute. Okay. And then it flips over like this. And then we have this really big pocket and this really pretty fabric envelope. This is a lace doily. It was a square already, so I just literally folded into the envelope, added my sari silk and my vintage laces. And this is not vintage, but the rest of them are. And I thought it looked really pretty like that, right? And then you have another little booklet that I made out of a vintage, I don't know what this is, time thing for work, I guess. And then we have some more vintage things right in here. We have a pretty tag, collage tag, layaway tag, right? So just a lot of little places to journal and things like that in here. And then it folds over like this, right? And it folds over like that. And I'm putting it together with the bulldog clip. So this clip goes right here, right? And then it opens up like this. And then in the front, so this is where my signature is going to be right here. So in this part right here, it's just a double pocket, you know, vintage doily, vintage lace doily trim right here. So we have a pocket right here. This right here flips out like this, and this is literally some really pretty vintage music paper that I found, and this is the original tape that was on there. And we have a really pretty handmade paper. This is from Rose Hill Paper Cottage. And then we have a little bulb clip with a little bead and some laces right here. I love doing this. This is a way to get rid of your scraps and use them actually. Clipping them into your journals. I like doing that. Okay, and then there we go, right? And then on the back, I embossed some, what is this? Vintage glassine, and this is what it looks like. I don't know if you guys can see it. So I just made a little envelope, and then I put a little tag in there, right? And this is from my digital kit. So I am using my vintage findings digital kit in this, and I might use a few others, but I haven't decided yet. And then so I just folded this really pretty lace, I think this was a handkerchief, I'm not sure, but I folded it into a pocket, just added a few things in there, right? Added some more vintage laces on there. That's really pretty, right? And that's just paper clipped on. And then it is a pocket right here. You have some stuff in there. And then, so this is the back, and this is what we're going to be working on, okay? So I already put a few things together. And so I have this vintage time card, right? And I have this really pretty piece of ledger, right? And I already started. I had this envelope, right? This vintage envelope. And so what I did was I added a doily and some vintage buttons, some trims right there. On the back side, I added a piece of scrapbook paper to make it strong so it wouldn't break. And then I added a real pretty vintage lace piece right here. I put this hinge right here, right? I just sewed it on. I put the hinge in between the between the envelope and the, what is this, cardstock, and that way you can't see where the hinge is, you know. That's just me. You don't have to do it that way. I like to hide it. I like to hide the hinge if I can, in between something, but you know, everybody's not me, you know. So I did the same thing with here. I hid the hinge in the inside so you couldn't really see it, and then it would be on this part, okay? So, and I just made a little booklet with some vintage, this is some vintage, I believe this is yarn that I got. I know it has a name, but I don't know what it's called, okay? And so I just made it into a booklet. I just paper clipped this pretty little lace. I embossed an envelope right back here, just a little tag. Then we have some more tags. This right here is a belly band, so slides in there like this, right? And we bring this up a little bit and then put that over there. So cute, right? Okay. So what I was thinking I was going to do was I was going to put this on there like this, so it'll flip over like that, right? And then once it flips over, okay guys, I hope I'm making sense. And I don't know, that's why I don't do craft with me, is because I changed my mind so much, and so it's like I don't know if I want to do that, I don't know if I want to do that, and I don't know if you guys want to see me fumble through stuff. Okay, so I'm going to put it like this, and then this right here, I'm just going to sew it. I'm going to glue it first like that, and I'm going to sew around this part. And I think I'm going to sew around that, so I'm going to sew it in the sewing machine like this, so when I fold it you'll see the stitch marks on the opposite side, right? So that's what I'm going to do. Okay guys, so this is what it looks like, right? My messy stitching on this side. So I'm glad I decided to double it, because this is kind of heavy, you know, it's kind of flimsy, right? So I'm glad we're going to double it. So we're just going to put this like this. I think that's how I'm going to do it, right? So I'm going to add the glue on this side. And all the way around like this, right? Okay, and then I'm gonna put it right at the tip, I think, because you want it to be able to fold nicely, right? So you're gonna just do it like that. And you could have put this in your sewing machine. I mean, you could have turned it around and folded this and, you know, sewed it down, but that's too much effort. Okay, there you go. So you got a nice hinge, right? Perfect. Move that out the way. Okay. And I think it looks really nice, right? Make sure it's together. So perfect, right? Okay, so that's that part. Now, this part, I'm thinking I'm going to just leave this, you know, because, you know, it is a vintage findings journal, and I kind of want to leave this, right? And I folded it up so it'll fit. I think we're going to add some of the vintage tape that I make. We're going to add that in this crease right here. I just have to get some. I don't have anything. I don't have any made up right now, but that's what's going to be in this crease. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my sewing machine and I'm going to sew around it. Alright guys, I sewed around everything, right? Got the pocket, looks really nice. So we're going to glue this one down first, right? So I'm going to glue it on to right here. And this is all this is what is this? Watercolor paper over fabric over cardstock. So that's how I was able to sew in it. So it is a soft journal. It's not hard. Now you can use chipboard if you want to, or old books or whatever. Her class is really cool, and it was very reasonable. So it wasn't like, you know, it was just, you know, the cost was astronomical. It was very reasonable, and it took me a long time to do the class. I'm not gonna even lie to y'all, because when I first opened it and I first looked at it, I was like, oh my god, it is, look at that nasty stuff. I was like, oh my god, there's so many steps, and I was a little bit intimidated by it, and I was like, I don't know if I want to do that, you know. So it took me a while. I had the class, I think, for about a year before I actually made a journal using the techniques with the class. So it just took me a while to find my groove and figure out how I could make the journal my own, you know, because sometimes when you take a class, you know, sometimes you're a little bit like, okay, this is not really my style, this is not really me, you know. So with me, I have to take a class and try to make it me, you know, try to make it something that I would create, even though I like the person's aesthetic and how they do things. I kind of want to make it my own, you know. And I think that's what's so unique about taking a class and things like that. You come away with techniques of how to do things, but when you're making the journal, is your own creation. Because you interpret things differently, you know. So yeah, so I would advise you guys to take the class. It was a good, you is work at your own pace, so it doesn't matter. You know, I messed up a few times, you know, hey, nobody saw it, so, but me, you know, so, yeah. I might have taken, let me see, I've taken Amity Bloom's course, and I've taken several of Nick the Booksmith's course. The two of her courses that are my absolute favorite is the Scholarly Ledger and the Antiquarian. Those are my favorite ones of hers. So just in case you're wondering, because you didn't ask, you know. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Okay, so it's gonna fold like this, and it's gonna fold like that, and that is gonna be my back cover, right? And then this is gonna sit right here like that. Then I'm gonna have a tag in here. I'm gonna have a tag in there. And then this piece I'm going to put right here, I think. And hopefully it's not too bulky. I might have to change this to something flatter. What do y'all think? You think I'm going to have to change that to something flatter? Well, it should be okay. Let me see if you can write in it. Yeah, it lays flat. You know, so you'll be able to write in it. Maybe I should make the signature kind of like, what do you guys think? Maybe we should make it removable. So that way you can take this out. Maybe we should do that. I might do that. That might be an idea, because I'm not quite sure what I want to do with that. So yes, I think I might, because the cover is a little bulky. You want to be able to make sure that you have, you know, that you can write in it, right? You want it to be practical. You know, you don't want to make something that you can't use, right? So I think that's what we're going to do. Okay, because I really want this in here. But I could always just untake this off. I think I just glued it on there and just put something flatter on there. But this is just so cute, right? I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I don't know if I'm going to take it off and just add a button. I might. But I'm going to take this and I'm going to add my Fabri-Tac and I'm going to just make it into a square, open-ended square, so that way that I can stuff something behind there. Right? That. Just going to open this part up like this. And perfect. Right? Okay. And let that dry. And then so I was thinking about just, oh my gosh, I got everything all tangled up over here. I was thinking about just paper clipping this on, you know, and then adding some things to right here, maybe like this, like so that you can see it peeking out from the side, right, when you open it up, because this would be over here like this, right? So I'm going to add this one to it. You know, okay, so guys, with my tags, all I did was I used either cardstock or vintage paper. I put the vintage paper over thick cardstock or a file folder, and I just added laces to it. I mean, there is no rhyme or reason. Just pick the same colors. That's my motto. If you pick the same colors, if you collage in the same colors and things like that, it makes it easier. My problem is when I try to go out of my comfort zone and collage in something that's not like orange, reds, and greens and put them all together, and I know they all match and I know they all go together, but it's just, it's easier for me to just collage with colors that match. So since I'm collaging in beige and browns and stuff like that, that's easy. You know, I don't have to worry about, you know, anything. And I love that because I don't know. I guess my mind just works like that. Do I want to put that right there, y'all? I don't know if I want to put this right here. Or do I want to save this for the inside of the journal? Okay. So let's put something right here. What do we want to put right here, y'all? Do we want to put a piece of lace maybe? Something really nice and like this. This would be nice. That's just lint, y'all. That'll be nice right here, wouldn't it? And then you can put something right here. Let's bring it down just a little bit. So, and then you have it peeking out right there. You can't see that. Then you have it peeking out right here, right? Don't you love this? This just looks so pretty. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to put it right there. And if I was thinking beforehand, I could have sewed it, but it wasn't. That's not my strong point, is planning. I just kind of like just go with the flow and just wing it. That's what I do majority of the time. I don't usually have a plan. I'm just winging it most of the time, y'all. I'm just literally winging it. So we're gonna. Okay, guys, I glued it down already. I'm sorry, I had a phone call. It was my husband calling me. So that's that, right? Then we have that beautiful collage right there. I love that. Okay, and then we have this. So yeah, so what we're going to put on here, do we want to put another lace on here? I mean, you either go big or you go home, right? Right, so let's put something right here. Do we want to do white? I have white. So white and, ooh, this one's pretty, isn't it? Right, so pretty. So maybe we can put this one like right here. Right, and so when you fold it over, this is what you will see. You know, it'll be like this, all drapey and just gorgeous and pretty. I like that. I mean, why not just load it up, right? I think we should load it up. What y'all think? I think that's a good idea. Okay, there. That's how the envelope sits. Y'all, I don't know if I want to take that pretty little thing off, but I don't want it to break the paper. I might have to take it off. Oh, I'll cut it out. See, this is what I'm talking about with me not kind of thinking ahead, you know. If I was thinking of ahead, I would have put something flat there, you know. So we'll just cut it off. And we'll put something else there, you know, if it comes off. Yeah, I did. Okay, perfect. Okay. OMG. And just snip it like that. Hopefully. Yeah, perfect. So scared I was going to cut the doily. Right? Okay. So we'll put something flat there. And that way it'll protect the paper because this is old. So yeah, we'll do it like that. Okay. Alright, so we'll save that for something else. And yeah, there we go. Alright. So we're going to use the white, I think. I'm going to cut it. Oh, maybe we could make a deep pocket like that. What do y'all think? I think that'd be pretty. And just cut it like so. And oh yeah, I guess I could go around this with my sewing machine and then glue this part. Oh, like glue this part. You know, I could do that with the sewing machine so it'll stay. Or do I want to do that? I don't know, y'all. See, this is what I'll be talking about. Y'all be wanting craft with me's, but they're very undecisive craft with me's because I don't be really knowing what I want to do. So it's like, do I want to do that? Do I want to do that? I don't know. Sometimes it looks a mess. That's why I don't do lives. Y'all make mistakes all the time. And y'all would be like, what? I make mistakes all the time. Okay, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to put this, is this the right way? I think this is the right way. Like this. Come on. Okay. Right. Okay, let it dry. Okay. And then I'm going to cut this part off. Because I don't want it. I don't want that part right there. This. Come on. Okay. Right. Is that tight? Let's glue it some more. I hate this glue sometimes. It's like you pay like $15 for this and then half of it leaks out the bottle. I know I could put acetone in there. I probably should do that. See, look at that. Okay. Alright. Ooh, I like it. Let's see what it looks like. Let's see, guys. Look at that. Oh, yeah. What do you guys think? I think it's going to be pretty. I think it's going to be pretty, y'all. Okay. So we have this in there. Let me see. How long is this? Not too long. Okay. So let's make, let's put like something to dangle right here. What do y'all think? Is that too much? Is the applique too much? I don't know. But I'm going to put it there anyway. And if I don't like it, I can always just take it off. You know, I guess I could have got littler scissors to do this, but it'll be okay. Yeah, Tanya, you did pick big scissors to cut this thing. Okay. What do y'all think? I think that goes really pretty there. Or maybe I should put it here. Yes. What do y'all think? I think that, and then we'll put it like in between the button, like this. Yes. Maybe that'll go and look better. Come on. Okay. Let me see. Oh yeah, I like that. What y'all think? I think that's pretty. So we're just gonna glue it, kind of, just dab it, glue it, because I don't want to glue like the pocket to where you can't like open it. You know what I mean? Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this right here, like that, and I'm gonna put my finger in there so it doesn't get stuck to the actual envelope. Okay. Put this right there. Oh my God, look how much glue came out. Okay. There you go. So, okay. I had to wipe my hands because that glue is just stupid. Okay. Anyway, this is what we have so far, right? And yes, I went overboard with the laces because that's what this journal is all about. It's all about the girly. It's all about the laces. It's all about all of that. And I love it. I love it. I love it. What do you guys think? Okay. I'm so excited. Okay. So we're going to put this one in here like this, right? Like that. And I think that's going to be pretty. I might have to put a, what's that? A clip right there so it doesn't fall or anything like that. We'll put this one in here since it's so flat, I think. And then let's add maybe, you know, something like a little bit of lace and some stuff, you know, bits as a tag, right? just added this lace, this offcut piece of something I sewed around, and then we're going to add maybe a piece of ledger, vintage piece of ledger, and we'll just do it like that, right? So we need to poke a hole in there. We can do it with an eyelet. Yeah, let's do it with an eyelet. That would be cute. So we're going to do that. Come on. Come on. There we go. Okay. Cut all that off. Right. Put it like that. There we go. Eyelets. Put it in there. I got it, y'all. Perfect, right? And then you have just some cute stuff. It's just cute. I don't know. I don't know what you can do with it. You can add some secret journaling right there. Haha. See, I gave you a use for it. Because other than that, it's just pretty. There's really no use for it, but I think it looks pretty. And then we'll just add our string, and we'll make it into a bow, and then we'll just paper clip it. Not paper clip, safety pin it on. Right? What do you guys think? I think that'd be a good idea. Right? Come on. I know this is so fun, y'all. Watching me tie. Right? Okay. Oh, I meant to tell you guys. So this journal, although I'm using Amity Bloom, the actual course, the inspiration for the actual journal came from, you guys know Practice Makes Pretty, Denise. Well, she has a channel. I will link the actual video that I watched. She gets these amazing Happy Meals, and they're from this lady named Angie. And y'all, they are so pretty, so vintage, so just gorgeous. And so that's where the inspiration from this journal came. Right? Guys, so we added the little dangle, right? And so I have this little glassine bag, and I know I have more than just this one. I just don't know what I did with it. But I embossed it. You see that? I think it looks pretty. And then I found this really pretty, I don't know what ribbon it's called. It's called chiffon ribbon. That's it. Chiffon ruffle trim in white. And I was thinking about, you know, sewing it like really like a straight little stitch onto there like this. Adding this on to the side like that, right? And then I have this piece of ledger that I like the print, right, or the penmanship. And I was thinking about just adding it like right there, right? Oh my God, y'all! I cut that so crooked, and I was following the line. Okay. Alright. So let's try to straighten it up. Okay. Alright, and we'll save the other bits. Oh yeah. Right? Like that, like that. And then I have this gorgeous wax seal that was sent to me in Happy Mail. And I was thinking like you can put it like right here. I don't know, y'all. This is just me thinking out loud. I don't know if it's going to look right, but I think that's what kind of like what I'm going to do, right? So I'm going to sew it, and then we're gonna see if it looks right. Okay, guys, I did a straight stitch, right? I gotta hurry up because my battery is going to die soon. And I'm going to put some glue on here. It comes out, right? Glue it. I'm going to take this out because I don't want it to stick to there. I'm going to glue this edge a little bit more. You know what I should have did? I should have sewed. No, I shouldn't have. It's okay. It is alright. So we're going to put that on this side like this. Take your hand, put your hand underneath there, press, press, so that it doesn't get on and glue your pocket all the way together. You know. And then you just kind of glue where you want it to lay down. Right? Oh, I like that. I think that's pretty. And then, where's the one thing that I was going to put there? I like that. I think I'm going to sew. That looks awful, Tanya. Because you just did a horrible job cutting. You know what I mean? I did a horrible job cutting. Okay, that looks a little bit better. We'll just ruffle it up a little bit. You know, so nobody can tell that I did an awful job. But you guys, at my cutting, just ink it up a little bit. Because I want to. You don't have to ink. You totally do not have to ink. I like that. Right? So we're going to sew. I'm going to try to sew a straight line down the middle. I don't think that's going to work. But I'm going to try. Guys, I didn't do too bad. Can you see that? I don't think you can. Hold on. Let me see. It's not going to focus. Alright. Let me hold it up to my hand like this. There you go. Guys, can you see that? Look at that. I did it, kinda. I got like a little wonky over here, but not too shabby, Tanya. Not too shabby. Okay. And then put the glue down. Like this. I like that. Right? Okay. And then we will add this. I think like right there. What do y'all think? I think that'd be cute right there. Yeah, I like that. What do y'all think? I think that's cute. And then you can put a tag in here. I don't think I have a tag like, well, that'll fit. That won't fit, will it? Nope. It won't fit. I have to make one just for that. But that's okay. I think I like it. What do you guys think? I think it looks really pretty. Yeah. Okay, guys, so I have to go. But I hope you guys enjoyed this part, and hopefully I'll come back and, you know, add some more pieces to it.